fight week, my man. It's April 23rd is upon us. But how's things? How's prep going ahead of a big time for you?
It's good, man. I'm excited. Fight next Saturday. I'm ready to go. I'm primed, man. I'm ready. I've been training ever since that James Gallagher fight, so it motivated me to get on the horse, man. I'm ready. I got momentum, and I'm coming like full. I'm coming strong.
We believe it. And speaking of, look, we have to touch base with that Gallagher fight. You had predictions. You said it was going to happen. How did you find the occasion? Obviously, look, being in Ireland, there was a great crowd. But how did you feel the occasion? And obviously, you were happy with the outcome of that fight.
It was wild. It was just it was a different energy, man. Like fighting in Ireland, just craziness. It really is. Truly, like it was just such a different an atmosphere, or energy. It was, I was very. I didn't know how it would be, but I quickly learned walking to the fight, walking to the arena. It was definitely a different style of different adrenaline than I've ever had. I had a big adrenaline dump. I was very nervous, you know what I mean? A lot of pressure you felt, from the Irish fans. So, but it was exciting to have that, say that, what's the word for it? That adversity, right?
Yeah,
So it was nice to have the adversity to try to overcome that, to be able to still perform.
definitely. And like Patchy, I know it's probably a stupid question, but have you talked to James Gallagher after the fight? Like, have you spoken to him in recent months?
I went to December 3rd. We went to the Grand Prix showing at the Pettis versus Horiguchi fight, and it was like, they staged us and we had to do time. It was no bad blood. I really don't got nothing bad to say against the guy. He was respectful after the fight. He didn't have nothing bad to say. So um, one of us are gonna win and one of us are gonna lose. It just depends on whose night that is. So I'm never gonna go kick no dirt on nobody when they're down or nothing. Like, I got respect for the guy. He sold the fight. It was an opportunity in my life that I got to share with whoever I even got to compete against. So it was also an opportunity or a moment in his life. So I don't have nothing bad to say against him. And the Irish were nothing but respectful afterwards too. So
Yeah,
it was
no,
dope.
it looked like the mutual respect was there. Like, I have no doubt, perhaps in the future we will see both go at it again. With a
Yeah,
championship on the waist. That it'll be a great spectacle if it does happen again.
yeah, it would be awesome, man. What better storyline, I miss weight by 1.8 pounds. Come back there, I do it right. I get on championship weight. We do it correctly, no excuses. And in the three arena, we sell it out again. Um,
Yeah,
and I'll envision a different story. It'd be awesome.
I love it. Now, Patchy, look, going into this Grand Prix, we at SportsMatters have you as the favourite. We're tipping you all away. But obviously, look, this Grand Prix format kind of suits you. It's something that you're really, really liking, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to stay busy. That's what my whole career has been built off of, momentum. So I'm gonna start a submission streak right here. Submitting all three of these. I'm trying to get 3 submissions, 3 wins, get in and out. $1 million. I'm capable of doing it too. Believe it or not, I almost had a submission in my last fight against Gallagher in the first 30 seconds when I had my guillotine. I normally finish everyone with that. So just need to stop being so nervous. Go for it, just like I always have. And this one, I'm going for it. I'm ready. I'm going for the finish.
Definitely. And speaking of your opponent, obviously, look, he's well rounded. Obviously, you're well educated going into this fight, but obviously, you always have to be cautious. There's no such thing as an easy fight when it comes to MMA, but obviously you're well prepared for this one, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I've been training since the week after I fought Gallagher. Spent like a week home with my family for Christmas. That's it. And I've been right back out here. All I care about is training for this fight right now. Just has too much on the line. I have too much money to win. I'm too focused, man. Like, to be honest with you, I'm laser focused, and when I'm laser focused, that's dangerous for everyone. I'm lighter than I've ever been. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm doing more things than I've ever been. I'm in a whole different dimension now. So I'm glad that I got some momentum. I mean, shit. I think that Gallagher fight helped me become a way better fighter because it let me become obsessed with this. I used to go home and do camps, half committed. Like, no, I'm been here. The next year, I'm here in Vegas. Like, I'm focused. I'm obsessively focused with it. And you know, I look at, you know, Kyoji Horiguchi. He's fought 5 different men in the last 5 years since 2017. Them spanning from Darion Caldwell to Ian McCall to Kay Ascara to Ben Nguyen. So he's only fought 5 different men, and those guys all have, you know, they've had one thing in common. They all know how to lose 4 or more times, or 5 or more times. So I don't lose that much. You know what I mean? I don't lose. Like, I'm a very accurate, consistent fighter, and I'm big for the weight class, and he's small for the weight class. So I'm gonna show him that, you know, there's levels to it, and I don't care what belt he's owned. I don't care what belt he's fought for. I don't care about none of that. I'm not taking my foot off the gas. I'm not going out there to chase him. I'm going out there to cut him off, put him on the floor, take his back, and submit him. That's it.
I love it. Now, speaking of, look, the champ, Mr. Pettis, were you a bit pissed off that he kind of got the injury and he was taken away from that Grand Prix? Obviously, it would have been a bit sweeter if he was there, no doubt.
Yeah, I got much respect for him. You know, I can't be pissed off that even Gallagher or him or anybody gets injured. You know, you know, it just sucks that they can't fight for $1 million is what I think. Because I want the best guys to be fighting for the $1 million. But, you know, all these other guys, who's to say they're not the best? You know, they have an opportunity to prove it themselves. So I just wish him a speedy recovery. You know, the only thing that sucks is that you only capture the interim belt. I don't want no questions asked, but if one of us do capture the interim belt, we get the opportunity to fight for the undisputed belt. So that's, you know, everything. So I think it works out in the long run, and who knows? Maybe it might be a blessing in disguise.
Definitely. Now, you know, what does rankings mean to you? You're ranked number 2 right now in your division. Obviously, you have, you know, the number 1 spot, you know, on the C spot in mind. But obviously, when it comes to pound for pound rankings, Patchy, is that something that, you know, you want to dominate as well moving forward?
Yeah, man. In my head, bro, there was no COVID, and I could have had a real camp and didn't have to like kind of bitch around things, and like all the gyms were closed. You couldn't even train. I fought on one of the first. I was supposed to fight on the opening July 24th card when COVID just had happened. Bellator was coming back for their first show, and lo and behold, Juan got COVID. They booked that fight, and I had like 7 weeks later, but we didn't really know we were gonna fight. And then we find out, kind of both of us 4 weeks out, you know, we're gonna fight each other. He's good now, so it's like, you know, I just want, dude, if I could come better prepared, you know, like not like I really, you know, no bullshit aside, I could come better prepared for that. So like, I don't know, man. I just think that, you know, in a different time, I could be 16-0. So, you know, I really truly fully believe that in my brain, you know. I'm 1 round away from being 16-0. So I really truly don't mind the rankings. I don't care about the rankings like right now. But when I win the belt, I could be on that pound for pound list just like that, you know.
Like, you have a great team around you. Obviously, look, you know, there's been obviously, you know, a lot of kind of swapping and stuff. Pandemic has kind of been crazy and stuff, but you're obviously with a great team right now. Obviously, you're happy moving forward, and you believe it's the right move to take it to, you know, absolute stardom where you're at already.
Yeah, I got a good team, man. I got good partners. More importantly, like, you know, the partners are everything. Your training partners, who you're training with, who you're putting rounds in. You know, if you're surrounded by champions, you're going to be a champion. So I'm helping guys level up, and they're helping me level up, and we're just taking it to the next level. I got a very good staple of 135 pounders, 145 pounders. You know what I mean? So 155 pounders that help me. So you know, I can go with all people. You know, of all sizes. I roll with all sizes. So I'm ready to go, man. You know, I can't wait.
I love it. Though I know you're in the bantamweight division. Look, it's easily one of the best divisions of all time. Will we ever see you move up to featherweight? Is that something that you think about? Like, do you reckon you could make the featherweight division? Obviously, you know, AJ McKee's up there. A lot of big fights for you. Is that something that you might look at in the near future?
I don't know, man. I'm looking at it now like I'm just gonna control my weight, stay at 35, win these belts, defend this belt. I want to be the best bantamweight champion they've ever had. So I got my opportunity right here, right in front of me. So I'm not gonna waste it. I'm ready for it.
I love it. Now, Bellator, look, biggest organization in the world. Obviously, you've got a great boss man, Scott Croker. You know, he's incredible. We've met him numerous times in Ireland. What's it like to be a star-studded name via Bellator? And obviously, look, it must be a great team moving forward.
Yeah, it's good, man. I love being with Bellator. Scott Coker's awesome. You know, he's and I got to travel the world with Bellator, man. I got to fight for the world title hours away from my house. I got to go to Ireland. I got to go to Japan. Now I'm going to Hawaii. I fought 6 minutes in the promotion, got honored a title shot. Like, I got right away. I got offered the fight in Madison Square Garden in front of. I'm from New York, against one of their top guys, and Ricky Bandejas, who just knocked out Gallagher 2 fights before that. So I got pushed, and I was happy to because I was 10-0, and they gave me a good opportunity. I took advantage of it, and I have nothing but respect and love for everyone involved, even the people backstage. Man, they run the show, so like I just love working with them. Scott Coker, he's the man. I'm glad that he did a $1 million tournament in our weight class, man. I'm blessed.
Definitely. And look, we have to mention, obviously, Bellator comes back to Ireland, September 23rd. I know you're in this Grand Prix. Who knows? They might take some of the fights to Europe. We might see them in Ireland. Surely we can't count you out for fighting in Ireland again. September 23rd. We want
for
you
sure, man. They can't count me out, right? Now I got a fan base there, right? Like you said, I would love to fight there.
I love it. Look, quick fan question just before we go, Patchy. A lot of young fans watching the interviews. We're lucky enough to have Bellator stars on every week, but what advice can you give to the young stars of today that enter the gyms right now? Obviously, it's a grueling sport, you know what I mean? You can't really shy away from MMA. It's so tough, so grueling, but what advice can you give?
Stay in the gym and stay consistent, Stay in the gym and stay consistent. If you want to fast track it all, I don't know if the game is growing yet, but work on your grappling and wrestling. Grappling and wrestling, you know what I mean? Stay consistent with those 2 things. You can dictate where the fight goes, and then everything else will fall into place.
Be sure to check out and support all our media partners. Sports Matters, bringing the sports home.